Tombstone gets a major makeover. Let's go ahead and check out what I did. So I've showed off this custom a few times before on this page. And like I said in the chameleon video yesterday, I was going to use the legs from that Joker for this custom. Whatever ankles I tried to use back in the day didn't work right, and the sticky tack just doesn't hold up the figure very well. But after starting the chameleon custom, I realized I don't want Tombstone and chameleon to have the same exact suit and build. And I saw this Max Mercury and kind of got the idea to make a more comic accurate like Street Fighter Tombstone. So I swapped out the arms as well because he just wasn't broad enough. As you see here, it just makes a huge difference. So then I took the Martian Manhunter legs and then the diaper piece from King Shazam as well, and then the hands from the original Tombstone I transferred over to here. These are originally from a Bizarro, and the color matches pretty well. So I'm liking how this looks. We just have to do a bunch of writ dyeing, a bunch of painting. So we're going to take this figure all apart, and first we're going to do the torso. Again, I primed this and then clear coat it like I did the chameleon, and then same up here. And this is looking really good. Again, we're getting a really nice clear sheen on here, and with the head in place, I'm starting to see the vision, and this is going to look really good. And I also painted up the belt and trimmed down the little brown sash a little bit so it looks a little bit better. And although I liked how this was coming together, I got a Midnighter figure from McFarlane. It was a Target exclusive a little while back, and I decided I want to use the bottom half of that instead. It really adds to this tactical feel that I'm going for Chameleon and Tombstone, and maybe the rest of the mobsters as a little teaser of what I'm working on. But this really wasn't working out. The diaper piece was a lot longer and it wasn't wrapped around the torso very well. It was ripping off a lot of the paint. So what I did was swap out these little ball joints here. I had to cut the hole a little bit larger. I also stripped up all the paint because it just really was coming apart, and repainted the whole thing. And then while the diaper piece was off, I repainted the belt as well. There's just so many fine little details that were kind of missing when it was all black. So I added a lot of different browns to the belts and the pouches. This just adds a lot of depth to this belt. I love doing this on a lot of figures, and it just looks a lot better. Also, I have it apart. I want to touch up this Tombstone head. I did this a while back, and although it looks all right, I know I can do a lot better. So I'm going to touch up the eyebrows, the nose, the mouth, the hair, and it's just going to make a big difference with a lot of these little details. And as you see here, it just made a huge difference. I painted the eyebrows and the nostrils, so it's a lot more prominent black. I painted the red in the mouth and then did a darker gray on the lips, which isn't as noticeable, but makes a huge difference. And so now with this figure all together, this looks really good. I dremeled this out so that it could sit lower down on the neck peg. Otherwise, he kind of looked like a giraffe and it looked ridiculous. But once he was all together, I touched up the rest of the details. I did a black dry brush on the pants to make it a little bit dirtier. I touched up a lot of minor details on the belt, as you see here, some of the metallic grays, and then the wear and tear on the boots, again with my metallic pen. And this just came out really, really good. I'm loving how this guy looks. This is another fun addition and a huge makeover to the original Tombstone. I think it's a massive upgrade. I'm so curious to hear what you guys think in the comments.